Hey everybody, welcome to Crafternoon with Kamloops Public Library. I'm Nicole. Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable here. So today's little craft is so adorable. I'm very excited. So what you're gonna need is a giant, well not giant, but a regular size cardboard box. And you wanna open it up so that it lays flat. And you can cut the wings off, the tabs that fold in. So I'm gonna show you two different types of cardboard. I'm gonna show you up close. But I'm going to turn it the other way so you can see what I mean. So the X, this is the kind you do not want. You do not want double corrugated cardboard. This is the kind that you do want. You want single corrugated cardboard, because what we need to do is peel off one side to expose that corrugated cardboard. I'm going to show you guys a method for doing this that's the easiest way. Get it started from the corner. And so when you're peeling cardboard, you kind of just, instinct is to say, just rip it right off, right? No, you want to go really super slowly and kind of pull it towards you as you're pulling it up. Because if you don't, it's not going to peel well. See how I'm pulling it towards me while I'm pulling it up? And it's coming off quite nicely. Now if you go really fast, what you're going to end up is that. And then it's a pain in the butt to get it going again. If that should happen, you take a pair of scissors and you start pulling it up. Not cutting through it, but just start pulling it up with a pair of scissors. And once you've got a little tab, then you can go back to the slow pull towards you and away. And sometimes sometimes you'll still get the little snibbles. It does take time to peel a whole box, but believe me, it's worth it because this is a really cute craft. Every once in a while you're peeling the backing off of the cardboard, everything will be going so smoothly and you'll get into that groove. And it kind of feels like, you know, when you're cutting wrapping paper and the scissors start to glide and how satisfying that is? That's what it feels like to peel off a perfect long piece of backing off of corrugated cardboard. So once you have your whole box peeled, you are going to need I blanked, either scissors or a utility knife. Utility knife will probably be easier. A marker. You're going to need a ruler because there are some specific measurements here. Lay it out on the floor, and you need to cut yourself some strips of cardboard. So the measurements are, you need one piece that is 5 centimeters by 114 centimeters. Or for those of us who still measure some things in inches, that's 2 inches by 45 inches. So one piece, 5 centimeters by 114 centimeters. You are going to need 2 pieces that are 5 centimeters by 51 centimeters. That's 5 centimeters by 51 centimeters, 2 of them. That's 2 inches by 20 inches. And you are going to need 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 3.5 inches. So that's 5 centimeters by 9 centimeters. And you are going to need one little tiny piece that is 2.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters. So that's 1 inch by 3.5 inches. So once you have all of those pieces cut out, now it is time to start assembling the body of our craft. So you want to take your first piece, the really long one, the one that's 5 centimeters by 114 centimeters, and you want to lay it down so that the part of the backing is facing up, because what you're going to do is use some glue or a hot glue gun if you can use a hot glue gun, but this way is super easy too. Just a strip of glue all the way across. I'm gonna disappear here because this is really long. So once you've got that whole long strip covered in glue, then we're just gonna start rolling it so that the wibbly part of our corrugated cardboard is on the outside. You wanna make it circular. We're just gonna roll, roll, roll. The nice thing about white glue is that you don't have to worry about burning your fingers or melting anything with the hot glue gun. The nice thing about hot glue is that it makes crafts really quick and easy. So if you are old enough to use a hot glue gun safely by yourself, go ahead and do so. And in that case, you wouldn't have to put a whole strip. You just have to put some at the very end of your project, where it's going to overlap where you've rolled it. So you want to roll it pretty tightly. And I would put extra glue at the end just to make sure it's really nice and secure. And if you're using white glue, a nice trick is to make it dry, nice and tight. It's just a rubber band around it. And then you just let it set for a few hours until you think it's dry, and you can take the rubber band off and continue on to the next part of the project. So we're going to do that with the longest piece, and we are also going to do the same thing with the two medium-sized pieces. Squirt of glue, roll them up, and secure it with a rubber band. You guys ever done anything else with cardboard? I've done cardboard crafts in the past, but nothing as cute as this. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. Are you intrigued? Any ideas what we're making with all of these rolled up pieces of cardboard? It's something that's perfect for fall and for Halloween, which I know it's only the middle of September, but it feels like it's coming soon. This has been a really odd year. Roll it up, rubber band it. These smaller ones that aren't as long, you may need to double up. Roll it up. You want to roll it very tightly. You don't want them slipping apart. I have glue all over my table. Make sure you wash your table when you're done. Oh, wow. Oh no. Glue in my hair. Oh, that was awkward. Yesterday on Quarantine Time, an online story time that I do for families, I read a book called Everything is Awkward. Yeah, and everyone is awkward. I've accepted that about myself. One of the bonuses of being a grown-up. You can accept your awkwardness. There. Okay, so the next step is to take these two smallish pieces and we want to make them wing-shaped with a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to lay them together and round the ends. Any ideas what we're making yet? Trying to make them even on both sides. There, so now we have two little wing shapes. And our tiniest little piece, we're gonna go ahead and roll that as well. Hopefully I won't flip it into my hair this time. There we go, rolling, rolling, rolling. And rubber bands. Wow, that's a giant rubber band for such a tiny piece of cardboard. But you guys get the idea, hey? So I'm gonna put those off to the side. I have prepared some in advance. Of course I have. They are. Now, we're gonna start from the bottom and go up. So what you wanna do is cut yourself a rectangle of cardboard, and you want to glue your biggest pinwheel of cardboard to that square of cardboard. Hot glue might work better for this part. we'll see where this takes us. And now the tiniest little one, you want to glue right in the middle of the top, right perfectly forward to the front of our creation. Some glue. I'll hold it up so you guys can see. The nice thing about the corrugated edges is that you can sink them right in and they'll stay there. And now these two matching side pieces go alongside. I'll do one and then I'll show you. Get it in there. Yeah, this is where we might need hot glue just to make it stay. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna hold it together while I lift it up to the camera to show you. See how and now we're gonna put the other one on the other side. Adventures in crafting. Some glue. Stick it in there, and if any of the glue squirts out while you're pushing it together, you can just rub it in and it'll disappear when it dries. Turn it around so you can see it. You figured yet what we're making with that has wings? It's going to be a little owl. So you can go ahead and glue the wings on, and once they're completely dry, you could shape the wings a bit. It might actually work better to tuck the wings under the eyes here. If you guys are doing this at home, just make sure you hold things in place if you're using light glue so they have a really good chance to dry. Because otherwise the whole thing will fall apart and it will get frustrating for everyone involved. Seriously, if I was doing this at home by myself, I probably would use hot glue. So now we have the body, the feet, the wings. Now our little owl needs some eyes. So buttons. This definitely will require hot glue. So I've got 2 big white buttons, 2 little black buttons. I'm going to glue the little black buttons in the middle of the big white ones. And then we will glue them onto our owl's eyes. 1, 2. Oh, I'm out of hot glue. Good thing I have backup sticks. I just squirted hot glue all over my table. Good thing there's no tablecloth on it. Okay, eyeballs. He has eyeballs. Oh, he's starting to look cute now. Okay, this is the part where you might need an adult because you need a pair of pliers and a bottle cap. Now, if you're confident with pliers, you can go ahead and do this yourself. I could only find needle nose pliers. Another tool might work better for this. But you want to put it in pliers just near the end and give it a bit of a squeeze at the bottom. And it will turn into a lovely little beak shape for your owl. And when you've got that, you can go ahead, apply some hot glue to that little tiny circle in the middle that we made in the middle of the eyes, and glue a beak on for your owl. And there he is. Happy crafting, everybody. We'll see you next week. Take care. Thanks for joining me.